Thank you very much, John Romkema, tonight's public address announcer for Jayhawk basketball. John Arter and Tom Kendra here for the doubleheader here as the Lansing Stars come into town. And Tom, the Jayhawks are on a roll. In fact, they had a great game last weekend defeating Mid-Michigan to put themselves into a tie for first.
Yes, really playing great. We've got all our weapons on the court at one time, and we went up there and knocked off the number one team in the conference convincingly by 10 points. And the national pollsters have taken notice. We're ranked number 20 in the country, so let's see if we can play like it here tonight.
Fantastic. Need to keep that going. Put yourself in a good place, and you need to keep that stretch going and taking on the Stars of Lansing tonight. And there's the tip, won by the Jayhawks. Jeffries will leave it for Cologne. Cologne with a drive, kicks it back out. There's Jeffries. Outside shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Daniels. Ridsdale.
Jayhawks are opening. It looks like some sort of 1-3-1 zone defense.
Carter. 12 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass. Far side three-point shot is good by Conovo. Ooh, nice look, pass down low, and Williams converts.
Nice job there breaking the press by MCC. Both teams pressing here early. That fast pace usually favors MCC.
Over and back. They're calling over and back on the line there, so it's a turnover. Jayhawk ball.
I wonder if that's another one of those instances where the refs are getting confused by the many lines here on the court. But it looks like that ruling is going to stand.
Yes, he says he's sure it was the midcourt line. Now Cologne with a drive, left-hand layup, too hard off the glass. Carter with a rebound. Ridsdale. Carter, checked by Cologne. On the near side, shot by Purdue. And an offensive rebound. Lansing still with the ball. They lead by one. Ooh, telegraph pass, and Jayhawks have a foul as Tanae Hamer came across and ran into the Lansing Star, and it's the first foul on either team.
She was a little late getting over there, John. Lansing comes into this game. They've lost 3 in a row. They're playing without their leading scorer, Jada Moorhead, averaging 20 points a game. She has a broken finger, so they're a little short-handed coming in here.
Ridsdale to Purdue, and Purdue knocks down the two.
Little rhyme there, John. Purdue knocks down the two.
There you go.
Right.
A steal by Conovo. Ridsdale, the drive, puts the shot up and in off the glass.
Wow, nice start here for the Stars. Quick 5-point lead.
Ayanna Brown to Cologne. Cologne gets her own rebound. The putback doesn't go. Conovo with a rebound. Purdue. Bounce pass goes off the leg of Brown. They'll call it kicking the ball. It'll be Lansing ball.
I mentioned Lansing has lost 3 in a row. Jayhawks come in with 5 wins in a row, including 8 of their last 9. Little worried about a letdown, though, after that big win up at Mid-Michigan. Don't want to take anything for granted here, but a slow start so far.
A three-point shot there by Conovo, her second tray of the night. And Coach Cooper, you'll notice if he's not happy with some performances, he'll start substituting.
Yes, he will. And so far, this press by Lansing has given the Jayhawks problems. A near turnover there. Lansing got the steal, but couldn't keep it in bounds, so Jayhawks keep possession.
Reinhold checks in for Williams. And Joy Lee. Lee pass to Brown. 7 on the shot clock. Reinhold. Ridsdale with a rebound. Long three-point shot is good by Ridsdale. Coach Cooper wants a timeout. 6:10 left to go first quarter. It's all Lansing Stars thus far, 13-2. John and Tom back here at Bartell's Roadie. And Tom, as you mentioned, a little surprise here, but Jayhawks after that big win on Saturday, a little bit of a hangover here, and Lansing's taking advantage of it.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. Lansing playing with a lot more enthusiasm, a lot more emotion than the Jayhawks, and maybe they're fired up to come in, try to knock off the top team in the conference, but MCC needs to respond before they get too far down.
Julia Tierman checks in for the Jayhawks after that timeout. She had a dozen against Mid-Michigan on Saturday.
Yeah, she had a great game, great shooter. She was 3 of 4 from the three-point line.
Jeffrey's three-point shot is in and out. Konoval with a rebound.
So far the Jayhawks one and done almost every time. We got to get busy on the boards.
Carter. Bounce pass, tipped out of bounds by Muskegon. Purdue. Ridsdale. Carter. Top of the key, and there's the shot clock violation buzzer. Jayhawks come away with it. Hamer to Brown. Hamer pulls the trigger on it, and a three is good by Tanay.
That's nice to see. Hamer averaging 10 points a game. Great three-point shooter.
Carter, far corner. 10 on the shot clock. Pass is tipped away, the 5 on the shot clock. Long three-point shot off the iron, rebounded by Brown. Hamer cuts across the lane. Purdue with a rebound. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Jayhawk ball. Lansing with their first substitute. Georgia Hill checks in. They've been going with the starting 5 up to this point.
Jayhawks do have outstanding depth, and that'll make a difference here, I think, John, in the second half of the conference season. Teams start getting wore down and injuries start creeping up. Jayhawks have good depth both on the women's and the men's teams.
Nice drive by Cologne.
Yasmin Cologne, the sophomore out of Hart, averaging 16 points a game. It's her first bucket tonight.
Ridsdale to Hill. Purdue. 4 on the shot clock. Far wing three-point shot is good by Ridsdale.
Well, she has a nice looking shot. Risdale out of Grand Ledge. They need to get on her.
She has a couple trays tonight. She has 8 total here in the first quarter. Brown cuts across the lane, puts it up and in.
Wow. Great athletic take to the basket by our star player, sophomore Ayanna Brown. She's second in the conference in scoring at 17 a game.
Ayanna had 23 against Mid-Michigan this last Saturday. Coneville. Shot is partially blocked. And a reach-in foul will be called on Lansing.
Bodies all over the floor that time.
Purdue is called for the first Lansing foul. Brown. Pass in and it's stolen away by Pryor. Purdue. Hill. Jayhawks are stepping up the intensity on defense.
Well, they sure are.
Foul on Williams.
Lansing was getting a lot of open looks early on in the game. Those have gone away for the most part.
Purdue good on the first free throw. Misses on the second. Nice give and go.
Beautiful cut to the basket there by Yasmin Cologne.
Ridsdale. Checked by Lee. Travel. Turnover. Coach Cooper said that Joy Lee played very good defensively up there at Mount Pleasant against Mid-Michigan this weekend. He was very happy with the whole team and their efforts.
Yeah, Joy Lee, she's a freshman out of Byron Center. She's got those long arms. She can really disrupt a team defensively.
Ayanna Brown, shot is rebounded by Lee. Now Williams. Lee drives baseline. Shot doesn't go. Cologne with a rebound, put back. No. Blackman with a rebound. Long three-point shot, misses everything. Jayhawk ball. Just got into the game, she felt it.
Yeah, she wasn't afraid to just stop and let it go.
Been thinking all quarter about that. So the Jayhawks find themselves down by 6, 17-11. 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Ayanna Brown. Cologne brings it back out. Jayhawks reset. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Cologne. And she is fouled on the way to the basket. Blackman called for the foul. Shot clock is off. 14 seconds left in the quarter. Nice inbounds play. Cologne.
Cologne with 3 quick buckets here in the second, here at the end of the quarter, brought the Jayhawks back.
Blackman's shot didn't go. Ayanna Brown with the rebound, and there goes the buzzer. We come to the end of one here at Bartell's Roadie. Our score is Lansing 17 and Muskegon 13. John and Tom back here at Bartell's Roadie. The Jayhawks off to a slow start. We're down 13-2. Then a few substitutions after a Coach Cooper timeout. An 11-4 run brings the Jayhawks back within 4.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I thought they came out real sluggish, and then once they woke up, they really took control of this game. And the player who, for MCC, who seems to spark us whenever we need a spark is Yasmin Cologne, the sophomore from Hart. Ayanna Brown may be our best player, but the player that picks us up when we need it over and over again, Yasmin Cologne, and she really did it there here in the second half of that first quarter.
Another good point that you brought up, Tom, in that first quarter was that the Jayhawks, after giving some uncontested looks, they started to pick up their intensity defensively, and now they're not as strong from their shooting percentage.
Yeah, MCC, a very good defensive team.
Blackman, top of the key, 3 points.
Well, there you go, John. That time she, after an air ball on her first attempt, knocks that one down.
Williams down low, shot doesn't go. She gets her own rebound. Carter ended up with it. Conovel. Oh, there's a foul. She stopped easy 2 points for Cologne.
That was a nice tackle there, John.
Yes. Carter called for the foul.
Maybe she could play for our Michigan State Spartans just down the road from Lansing Community College.
Yes, they always like good football players that don't mind mixing it up and making good tackles.
We'll just have to see who the new coach is there. Big news, Mark D'Antonio out.
Yes. More than likely, it'll take a while before they determine. They usually put a good search on, but already names are starting to pop up. Pass out to Cologne. Drives the lane, puts it up and in.
There she goes again, another aggressive take. Lansing is really focusing on Ayanna Brown. Ayanna has not scored yet, has she?
No.
She has just two. Okay,
only two.
But she averages 17 a game.
Yes.
Yasmin Cologne is taking advantage of that.
Carter, ball bounces off. She regains control. Another close steal. Brown. And the shot clock violation is called. It'll be Jayhawk ball.
Great defense again that time, John.
Yes. They've seen Blackman put up about 4 or 5 shots, so they know she's going to try to shoot when she gets the ball. So they're staying right in her face, close proximity.
Yeah, it looks like the key to defending Lansing is defending that three-point line, not letting them get open looks from the three-point line.
Pass down low is stolen. Daniels, go ahead.
Oh, bad decision there. Trying to get Ayanna Brown going, but she just wasn't open that time.
Blackman too hard. Cologne with a rebound. Along the far side. Behind the back dribble. Kicks it back out to Brown. Now Brown. She hits the three.
Wow, she can do it all, John. She's normally playing down low inside, but she can step out and make that three. Like I've said many times, I think Ayanna Brown is the best player in the Western Conference from what I've seen.
Blackman. Brown with a rebound. Ooh, a bounce pass is stolen. And goes out of bounds. Lansing ball. Ridsdale. Blackman puts it in. Nice drive by Cologne.
Like I've said many times, sometimes I wonder how she gets it in the basket. Very unorthodox player, but she's got a knack for scoring. She's already in double figures.
That she is with 10.
Good thing we have her tonight. We need to get some other girls going.
Blackman. Rebounded by Williams along the near side. Cologne. Brown. Whistle under the basket. Looks like this one will be called on Hamer. It is. That's her second. And Lansing wants a timeout. 6-12 left to go first half. It's a 2-point Star lead, 22-20 over Muskegon. Lansing by 2 here in the first half. Jayhawks are playing much better, but as you mentioned, Tom, they need some more help in the scoring department to help out Cologne. She has 10, but Ayanna Brown has 5.
Yeah, we'll get we kind of have that big three: Yasmin Cologne, Ayanna Brown, and Tiara Williams. Let's see if maybe Tiara Williams get going here and put us in the lead.
Ridsdale. Ayanna Brown's been watching Blackman. There's a steal. Williams. Tried to draw the foul, but no whistle. In the corner. 3-point shot is rebounded by Daniels. Sparkle Woods is playing pretty close defense on Ridsdale.
She is a very aggressive defender.
Blackman, 3-point shot doesn't go. Knocked out of bounds by Daniels. Jayhawk ball.
Coach Jason Cooper in his second year, he likes to do point guard by committee. We've mentioned Julia Tierman from Mona Shores, and Sparkle Woods from Muskegon also splits time at that point guard position, along with Joy Lee.
Cologne driving baseline. A little too far under the basket. And they have a whistle. Fouls on Cologne, a little frustration.
That's right, that time she just got herself a little too far underneath the basket, didn't have anywhere to go with it. And you're right, a frustration foul.
Hill, far side. Offensive foul is called on Purdue. That's her second. Woods. Jeffries into Williams. She's double teamed, but she finds Cologne. Cologne again too far underneath the basket, but she is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 as Purdue commits her third foul.
Great look that time by Tiara Williams. Set up Cologne. Too bad she couldn't get that bucket in. She'd be going for a 3-point play in the lead.
She makes the first one. Coach Ingram of Lansing is leaving Purdue in there with 3 fouls. Head makes the second. Now he makes the substitution.
Yep, he must have heard you, John.
Doggone it. Jayhawks extend their defense, and there's a steal by Brown in the backcourt. Little bounce pass to Woods. Woods puts it up and in.
And the Jayhawks are in the lead. Nice job by Sparkle Woods, being patient, taking her time, putting up a nice shot.
Over and back. Nope.
That looked like a clear over and back that time, John.
I thought so. We called her a little too early here. We don't have a whistle. Now Daniels in the paint. Blackman with the offensive board, the putback and the foul. Diana Brown gets called for her first foul.
Just hard work there by Blackman, working, getting position for the offensive rebound.
Blackman now with 8 points all here in the second quarter. The only person to score here in the second quarter for Lansing. Brown.
Chicago!
There's a reach-in foul. That's called on Daniels. Williams will go to the line to shoot two. Tierra will get a second shot. She splits the pair.
Jayhawks tie it up again.
Hill. Ridsdale. Daniels turnaround jumper is good. Woods. Hamer, little pass down low to Williams. Pass going back out to Hamer's overhead, out of bounds. .302 left first half. 2-point Lansing lead.
Gracie Reinhold back into the game, John, for MCC. It's good to see Gracie back. She's a sophomore from Oak Ridge. She missed a stretch of games with a concussion, but she's back. She averages 5.6 rebounds a game, and nice to have her back.
Hamer commits her third foul. Ridsdale, Blackman. Five on the shot clock. Bounce the ball off her own leg. It's a turnover. Jayhawk ball. Coach Cooper makes a substitution for Hamer. Malone back in the game. Woods. Nice drive by Sparkle. She puts it in off the glass.
Wow, Sparkle Woods with 4 quick points off the bench. Sometimes you never know who's going to spark the team. Spark the team. Sparkle Woods there. On
There
Saturday it was Julia Tierman. She had the 12 points up at Mid-Michigan. So far,
Yes.
Sparkle Woods has been doing it tonight.
There's a tip. Nearly a steal by Brown. Now Blackman loses control of it. Brown gets it and calls a timeout. Smart move by Coach Cooper. He saw that she wasn't going to get out of that one to call timeout to keep possession.
Yeah, nice job there. Smart move.
Minute 43 left in the first half. We're tied at 27 between Muskegon and Lansing. You're watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV. John and Tom back here at Bartell's Roadie. We have a good one for you tonight as the Stars of Lansing travel over here to take on the Jayhawks. Both teams of the Jayhawks are in first place or tied for first place. Men's team an unblemished 10-0 record. The women's team is 8-2, tied with Mid-Michigan.
Yeah, the men have been in first for quite a while. MCC just pulled into a tie for first on Saturday, John, and I think they're finding out tonight what it's like to play with a mark on your chest.
How about that? Right there was Gracie Reinhold with a bucket.
Yeah, another nice pass from Tierra Williams. She's had a few nice assists already.
Ball's tipped away. Jeffries with the quick hands, grabs the ball, patiently puts the ball up and in.
Boy, a great defensive play there by Casey Jeffries, a freshman out of Whitehall. And I like the way she finished that, John. She didn't just rush. She took her time, got set, made a good shot, and yeah, great defensive and offensive play by Casey Jeffries.
We have a 3-second violation called against the Stars. Jayhawk basketball, under a minute to go.
You know, Lansing is led for most of this first half, John, but Jayhawks with a little surge here. It'd be nice to keep going here, extend this lead a little bit going into the half.
Yes, it would. After the timeout, they put a couple baskets in, and it'd be nice to put a third one in. Come on, down low. Turnaround jumper does not go, and a whistle. Foul on Muskegon. It'll be on Reinhold.
Wow, that was too bad. That was a nice, strong take to the basket by Gracie Reinhold. That ball was halfway down, and it popped back out.
The double bonus is in effect. 5 fouls in a quarter. Teams are awarded the double bonus. McFarland at the line. High arcer off the back of the iron. Second one goes off the back of the iron too. Woods along the near side, picks up her dribble. Now Woods, a little bounce pass to Brown. Over to the side. Jeffries for 3.
Casey Jeffries, 5 quick points. She can really shoot the 3.
That she can. Ridsdale goes in between 2 defenders, draws the foul. Jeffries called for her first foul. Coneville makes the first. Five seconds left. She makes them both. Cologne along the near side. Brown, long shot at the buzzer. What a nice shot by Ayanna Brown. And she drains it between the arc and midcourt for 3. And the Jayhawks go on strong here in the last couple minutes of the first half. Our score is Muskegon 37, Lansing 29. You're watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV.
And we are back here at halftime here at Bartell's Road Gymnasium. MCC women lead Lansing 37-29. We're joined again by second-year assistant coach Nicole Decker. And Nicole, you guys got off to a little slow start. Was that a concern for you?
Yeah, very slow start. You know, I think that we were lacking a lot of intensity in that first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. And so, you know, we just got to be able to bring it all the time. We came off a really intense win on Saturday, and so we got to be able to bring that same intensity to every game.
Okay, yeah, it was nice to see you guys get going there in the second quarter. One of the neat things about this team is obviously, you know, you have your star players, Ayanna Brown, Yasmin Cologne, but sometimes you never know who's going to spark the team. I thought in that second quarter, a couple of players, a couple of freshmen, Sparkle Woods and Casey Jeffries, both had a couple of big buckets for you. It must be nice to see players like that can make a big contribution.
Yeah, and the second half of the conference is really great because you get to see how players have matured. And I love that. You know, our team chemistry has matured, of course, but seeing those freshmen kind of come out of their shell and do things that maybe they haven't done before is really great to see. I love that in our freshmen, and I think they're all growing a lot this season. And so being able to see them make big plays and the rest of the team continue to take that hyped energy and move forward with it is really good.
Okay, great. Well, you know, Ayanna Brown, I just, in my opinion, I think she's the best player in the conference. The way that she can do everything, she ranks in the top 4 in the conference in scoring, rebounding, blocks, steals, and assists.
Absolutely.
So what can you say about her, I mean, as a player, as a leader of this team?
Well, she definitely is the heart of our team. You know, I think Ayanna is an incredible athlete, and I'd agree with you. I think she's the best player in the conference, and maybe that's biased. I am her coach, but you know, I love Ayanna as an athlete, as a person. She's great. She's always looking out for her teammates, and you know, she really is a true leader, and you can see that in every aspect of her life. She, you know, is clearly a vocal person, and she has so much energy, and so we feed off that. You know, I love her to death. She's a great kid.
Yeah, and it was great to see her hit that long distance 3 there right at the end of the half. I mean, her face just lit up and the whole bench lit up, and hopefully we can carry that momentum here into the second half, get another win.
That's the plan.
All right. Hey, thank you,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Appreciate it, and good luck in the second half. All right, that was MCC assistant coach Nicole Decker. Much happier after the second quarter than after the first quarter. MCC found themselves down after that first quarter by 4 points, but took control here, John, and now let's see if we can finish this game off.
Started the second half. Jayhawks open up with a possession of the ball. Cologne. Williams. Jeffries, three-point shot off the front of the iron. Loose ball, out of bounds. Jayhawk ball. Cologne, far corner. Jeffries. Bounce pass into Brown. Brown using the glass. And Brown is fouled.
Yeah, John, Coach Decker mentioned that little bit of a letdown to start tonight's game after that big emotional win on Saturday up in Mount Pleasant. They were worried about that, but, you know, sometimes no matter, even if you're worried about it, you can't prevent it. But Jayhawks have done a good job bouncing back.
Brown makes good on the first free throw. Second, in and out. Offensive board by Jeffries, and the putback is good.
Wow, great hustle there by Casey Jeffries. She's come alive here in the last few minutes, John. That was a great offensive rebound and putback.
Ridsdale, bounce pass over to Purdue. Conovel. Well, good defense by the Jayhawks. Partial block there by Ayanna Brown. The Jayhawks come away with it.
Ayanna Brown with those long arms. She averages 3 block shots a game.
Possession arrow in favor of the Stars. Jayhawks have opened up to a double-digit lead, 11 points now. Ridsdale, and reaching in, Jeffries gets called for the foul. Number 2 on Casey.
Just a little too aggressive there, but Coach Cooper can live with that kind of foul.
Yes. Pass is tipped away by Jeffries and stolen by Brown. Brown taking the coast to coast, puts it in off the glass.
Right there, you see the versatility of Ayanna Brown. She got the steal. She leads the conference in steals. And then most people with her size at 5'10" don't have that ability to drive the length of the court and put it in.
Still Lansing ball. You mentioned in the second quarter that Brown had 2 points, an average of 17. She's up to 11 now, aided by that nice three-pointer right before the half.
Yeah, that was beautiful to see
Yes.
from way downtown.
Yes.
Her face lit up and the whole Jayhawk team lit up.
Yes, it did.
And we've just kept going, a 5-0 run to open the second half.
Blackman called for the elbow there, offensive foul.
I forgot to mention in the first half there, Lansing Stars are coached by Lane Ingram. He's in his 3rd year as the head coach of the Stars. He's the son of longtime men's coach Mike Ingram, who's still coaching. He's in his 29th year as the head coach of the Lansing men's team.
Amazing. It'll be good to see him in the second set. A little bit short. Rebounded there by Williams. Cologne. Drive by Brown, right through traffic, lays it up and in. Nice little left-hander.
She is just so hard to contain. She's showing all her versatility here in the second half, being able to score with the left hand effortlessly.
Outside shot, Ridsdale off the back of the iron. There's an offensive board and putback. Does not go for Pryor.
And great hustle there by Ayanna Brown, diving to save that one.
And there's a shot there by Hamer. Hoping that Ayanna Brown is okay. That last trip she was a little bit slow and she said, hey, I need to come out.
She's a warrior. She'll dig deep.
Yes.
But MCC 9-0 run, John, to start the second half.
Blackman follows her shot, gets the rebound, and the putback. Double digits for Tori Blackman, now at 10. Cologne gets her own rebound, onto the basket again. She knows how to get to the basket sometimes too well.
She sure does. She's absolutely fearless going to the basket, and like we said, an unorthodox player, but she knows how to break down a defense.
She sure does. Third foul on Blackman. Cologne to shoot 2. Yasmin good on the first free throw. Second shot, off the iron. Williams puts it in off the glass.
Great job that time by Tierra Williams there. Again, setting and making a nice shot, not just throwing it up there. Jump stop and a nice finish.
Ridsdale. Loose ball. Jeffries ahead to Hamer. Hamer, left-hander is good.
Wow, Jayhawks are putting on a show right now, John Arter.
We have a timeout, 5:33 left to go third quarter. Our score is Muskegon 51 and Lansing 31. John and Tom back here at Bartell's Rotary Gymnasium, and Tom, nothing like a 14-2 run here to start the second half to be a good boost in the arm for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, you look at that first half, John, and it was Lansing with a 13-2 run to start the game, I think. But once the Jayhawks woke up after that slow start, they've been playing vintage Jayhawk basketball.
That they have. Now Ridsdale to Purdue. Whistle down in the post. Foul on Cologne, that's number 2 on Yasmin. Good to see Ayanna Brown back in the game. Now Ridsdale. Purdue. Brown with a rebound along the near side. Hamer in the corner. There's Jeffries. Three-point shot is good by Casey.
Wow, Casey Jeffries is having a great game, John. And yeah, when she has time to set up and shoot, boy, that's a beautiful shot, isn't it? Great rotation on it. Nothing but net.
She's in double figures now with 10. Hall will leave it for Ridsdale. Carter loses the handle on it and stolen by Hamer. Brown working through traffic. Jeffries. Brown. Jeffries, three-point shot, doesn't go. Hamer with the offensive board. Too hard off the backboard. Loose ball, dribbled out of bounds by Lansing as Hill tried to get control of it. Purdue, I mean. Jayhawk ball.
Boy, Ayanna Brown is such a great player, John, but she's also such a hustler, hard-working player. On the ground there, went for that loose ball, and the result was it ended up going out of bounds off of Lansing. So just great effort there by Ayanna Brown.
Bounce pass in. Hamer cuts across the lane. Now Joy Lee. Daniels with the rebound.
Lost a shoe there, Tori Blackman. Now that time Joy Lee with a great take to the basket, John, but just didn't quite finish it. I tell you what, next year she's going to be a heck of a player with a year of college experience under her belt. Joy Lee out of Byron Center High School.
Blackman. Now Joy Lee. Pass down low. Reinhold gets her own rebound. Put back too hard.
Got to use the backboard on those, John.
There you
A
go.
lot easier.
Hill. 3. Purdue.
Long range 3 there.
Joy Lee with the drive. Conabell's shot is rebounded by Williams. Hamer. Travel. Jayhawk turnover.
Hamer slow getting up.
Yes. Hamer now gets up and trying to walk it off. Lansing ball.
And Tanae Hamer will get a visit from Jennifer Steiging, the hard-working athletic trainer here for the Jayhawks.
She's very wonderful. She'll pinpoint what's going on. Ball nearly stolen away. And Lansing calls a timeout before a change of possession. Minute 46 left to go third quarter. Muskegon 54-36 over Lansing. Minute 46 left to go here third quarter. Jayhawks by 18. Lansing to inbound. Ridsdale to Blackman. Jayhawks man-to-man defense. Nice tip away there, but it still stays in possession of the Stars. Ridsdale pulls the trigger on a tray. Offensive board by Daniels. Putback doesn't go. Daniels again comes away with it, kicks it back, and loose ball is finally controlled by Tierman.
Body strewn around the floor that time. Thankfully, no one got hurt.
Ball is stripped away from Cologne. Drive by Ridsdale, draws the foul. Joy Lee called for the foul. That's her first.
You know, Jason Cooper, he's in his second year as the head coach here at MCC. He came after a very successful run at Lake Michigan College. He coached there for 11 years. They were a powerhouse program, including a national runner-up finish in 2012. Yes. And he's working his magic here at MCC.
He sure is. It's great to see here. He's a welcome sight here.
Like we mentioned, a very calm, for the most part, head coach. Doesn't do a lot of screaming like we see some coaches in this conference do.
But which is a rarity. When he does raise his voice, it's usually for a very good reason, and he can get intense. But it's rare, as you mentioned.
That's right. And he's assisted by Nicole Decker, who played for him down at Lake Michigan.
Good look down low, and Williams converts.
Beautiful look, and that's the connection we've talked about many times. Ayanna Brown and Tierra Williams, those two have a chemistry together, and when they get going, look out.
Purdue knocks it down. Now Woods in the corner. Pass into the post. There's Cologne. Cologne puts it up, doesn't go. There's the rebound by Pryor. And that's the end of the first quarter here at Bartell's Rhodey Gymnasium. Our score is Muskegon 56, Lansing 40. John Harder and Tom Kendra back here at Bartell's Rhodey Gymnasium. And Tom, hey, we want to thank the MCC TV crew that always does a great job here at MCC TV. Eric Taylor is on the camera. Up in the booth, Rod Van Nortwick, our director and producer, bringing you Jayhawk ball games right here on MCC TV. Thanks, guys.
They do a great job for us. We got another esteemed media member who has joined us here at the scorers table.
Right at courtside.
Mr. Scott DeCamp from MLive.
Yeah, he does a great job too. Boy, he's everywhere. He's everywhere, covering high school, college.
You name it, yeah.
Yes.
He was at Muskegon High School today for the big National Signing Day, and then over at Mona Shores later in the afternoon for their event. So he's had a full day.
Every day's a full day for Scott.
That's right.
Ball goes out of bounds. Still Jayhawk ball. Laying it up and in is Cologne.
Beautiful look there by Ayanna Brown on the inbounds to Cologne, breaking hard to the basket for an easy 2.
Now Purdue. Blackman three-point shot is good. You leave her alone, she can knock him down.
Yeah, she can really shoot it. She's a freshman out of Lansing Sexton. As you might expect, almost every player on this Lansing team is from somewhere in the greater Lansing area.
Cologne. Ball's tipped around, kick back out to Williams. Woods in the corner. Cologne with a shot. Ball goes out of bounds off Muskegon.
You know, looking ahead, John, MCC appears to be in control here. Their next game after this is Saturday at 1 p.m. at Ancilla College in Indiana. That was the last team to beat MCC. They came in here to Bartels Road and shocked the Jayhawks. That was back on Martin Luther King Day on January 20th. So I would assume in that game the Jayhawks would be out for some revenge and
try to redeem themselves.
Probably come in with a little extra motivation in that one.
And then on Wednesday, they play at Jackson before you and I get to spend our Valentine's Day here at Bartels Road Gymnasium.
I'm really looking forward to that one, buddy.
Boy, we have to keep thinking of maybe 10 or 12 excuses of why we're not going out to dinner.
Yeah, and for all you cheapskates out there, I mean, you can treat your honey to some exciting Jayhawk basketball for Valentine's Day, and you won't even have to get your wallet out.
Nope. Maybe to get a candy bar or something.
You may not have a girlfriend the next day, but
on Valentine's Day, Lake Michigan College comes to town. Jayhawk ball. Williams to inbound. Cologne cuts across the lane to Jeffries. Three-point shot is good.
Oh, Jeffries is having a career night.
Nice soft release. That's her third tray of the night. Ridsdale. Now Woods. Ayanna Brown drives the basket and puts it in. Williams with the rebound. Williams puts it up and in.
See, Tiara Williams, another player like Ayanna Brown who can rebound it on one end of the court, drive the length of the court, and finish. I mean, that's in the women's game, that's rare. And we've got really 3 players who can do that, and Ayanna Brown, Williams, and Cologne.
Carnival.
That's one of the things that makes this MCC women's team so good, is that it's not just outside shooting. We've got three players who can really penetrate and break down the defense.
Spin move there by Williams doesn't go. Carter with the rebound.
Oh, looked like a travel there.
Off the front of the iron, Sparkle Woods with a rebound.
Lansing is a tired team right now. Jayhawks beating them down the floor.
Jayhawks stop and reset their offense. Woods. Brown. Bounce pass into the post. Looking down low. What a good look. Cologne doesn't finish, but the ball's knocked out of her hands. Still be Jayhawk ball. Boy, that was a good look, Tom.
That was a beautiful drop down pass from Williams to Cologne, and I think Cologne, it surprised her a little bit. She was getting in position for the rebound, and so she didn't really go up strong with it like she normally does.
Ooh, nice inbounds pass. Smith does not convert, gets her own rebound. Uses the glass, no. We have a foul on Ayanna Brown. Number 2 on Ayanna.
Yeah, over the back that time by Ayanna, but she showed some elevation on that one. She was way off the ground there, but just a little too aggressive.
Carter. Ridgedale. Daniels turnaround jumper off the back of the iron. Cologne with a rebound. Brown. Here's Jeffries, 3-point shot doesn't go. And we have a foul down in the post.
Another good open look that time for Jeffries. That time it didn't go, but great rebound, great position and rebound there by Jaren Smith. She's another freshman. She's out of Shelby. 3 players from the West Michigan Conference. Yasmin Cologne, Jaren Smith.
And Jeffries.
And Jeffries, yeah. Thank you, John. Had a momentary lapse.
I get them all the time. Smith puts it in. Blackman passes, tipped. Conovel off the back of the iron. And Cologne will be called for the foul. Ridgedale is only 5'4", but she plays like she's a good 5'10".
Yeah, she just doesn't have enough help here on this Lansing team.
Top of the key, Woods to Smith, bounce pass in. Brown, a travel.
Those are the mistakes freshmen make, John. They were a little too excited when they get out there and get their chance. They just got to take a little breath, slow themselves down a little bit sometimes.
Talking to Coach Cooper just before the second half started, and told him we were impressed on a couple of plays by Reinhold and Jeffries, how they were running down the court, then paused and were patient enough, let the defensive player go by and laid in. He goes, if you find a way to really capture the intensity and also the patience, put it in a bottle, let me know, will you? I like to give it to my players.
That's very well put, and that's something that Coop would say.
Yes.
Because it's right. You need that aggressiveness, but, yeah, sometimes, especially I notice with freshmen, they just get if they would just slow themselves down right at the very end and make a nice shot, it makes a big difference. And we've seen that a few times tonight. The Jayhawks are getting better at that.
Jayhawks up by 18. 3:37 left to go in the game. Smith.
Oh, great steal there by Brown.
Ooh, a bounce pass a little too far forward for Cologne, but a good steal by Ayanna Brown.
Yeah, we mentioned she leads the Western Conference in steals. You don't see that very often out of a 5'10" post player. Normally it's a point guard who leads the league in steals, but she does it all. Again, Ayanna Brown, 17 points a game, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. So a little bit of everything.
Yes. Nice rebound there by Jeffries. She leaves it for Woods. Jayhawks set their offense. Smith. Cologne. Jeffries.
Come on, one more. All right.
Another 3-point shot. That's 4 of them tonight. She has 16 altogether.
Wow, what a great night for Casey Jeffries. Again, a 5'7" freshman, as John Romkema would say.
Yes, he would.
Out of Whitehall.
Blackman trying to create some space. 7 on the shot clock. Purdue gets the ball, put back too hard. Brown gets the rebound. Woods with the drive and the put in.
Woods with another strong take to the basket. She's having a good night as well.
.201 left. They're going to rotate this timeout right through. Just get the subs in there and keep on going. Both teams putting in the subs.
All right, we like that.
Yes.
Keep the game moving along.
Carter. Bounce pass. Shot goes up, doesn't go for McFarland. Offensive board. And the ball is stolen away by Woods. Sparkle.
Oh.
Little scoop did not go. Coneval. Nice rebound by Wineclaw. Ahead to Lee. Jayhawks set up their play. Lee. Rebound by Hill. Top of the key. Hill pulls the trigger on a 3. Doesn't go. There's an offensive board by McFarland. Left-hander by Coneval.
Well, it's going to be another impressive win here, John, for the Jayhawks. That's 6 in a row and 9 of their last 10. Going to improve to 17-3 overall.
That's a good season to get that going, and there's still a lot more to come.
That's right. We seem to continue to get better, and the key is staying healthy. So far this year, both the MCC men and women have been very healthy, and hopefully that will continue.
Foul on Carter, number 3 on Amari. Jayhawk ball with 31 seconds left. Three-on-two break. Down low. Coneval. Far wing, it's good. Shot clock is off. Coach Cooper says, let's just keep it right here, dribble it out, and call it a game. Woods, 5 seconds left.
That's going to do it.
Yes, it does, Tom. There's the buzzer. Jayhawks defeating Lansing 72-53. Jayhawks are now 9-2 in conference play, 17-3 overall, while the Lansing Stars dropped to 4-7, 10-12 overall. After a slow start, the Jayhawks really put it on the rest of the way.
Yeah, once they got going, there was no stopping them. Yasmin Cologne really sparked them, but it was nice to see a huge night for Casey Jeffries and Sparkle Woods. So see some other players making contributions. Another quality win for the Jayhawks.
Along with Cologne and Brown, each having 15 each. There was a 16 by Jeffries. So the Jayhawks win 72-53. We want to thank the MCC TV crew of Eric Taylor on camera and Rod Van Nortwick in the box, our director and producer. Stay with us. Tom and I will be with you to make the call here in about 20 minutes as the men's team will tip it off.